What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Banks, aka DJ Fine, CEO of G.o.H. We are Jersey Magazine and Jersey Diamonds. I'm here with my homie King Braize.
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy King Braize, aka Mr. Unapologetically Black. You know the word.
You already heard it here, man. King Braize in the building. We are Jersey Magazine. It's been a long time coming. You know my man's a real inspirational brother. He got a lot of words, a lot of lyricism. But we're going to get to know my boy Braize from a We Are Jersey standpoint. You know what I'm saying? This has been a long time in the making. So, my brother King Braize, man, thank you for coming, man. Appreciate it. First of all, do y'all see the brother gear? Like, I already told him earlier, like, I need to get me some Krown Wear. You know what I'm saying? Crown yourself up.
Crown yourself. I like
Yeah.
that.
See, look, see what I'm saying?
Crown yourself up.
Crown yourself up. Now, you just celebrated a 2-year anniversary of your album, Inspire Yourself, right? But so let's go back 2 years real quick. Like, take me back real quick. So 2019, you dropped Inspire Yourself, right?
February 28th.
February 28th, right? Hard-hitting, impactful, everything on it. Some of my favorites is Inspire Yourself, of course, and the same OG. Now, I want to talk about your mindset 2 years ago versus now with that album when you first dropped it.
Right. So basically, I had just built my own studio, me and my brothers. We put together the studio, and it was basically for us to put together like a project.
Right.
So it was kind of like the whole everything, the atmosphere of it was made for the Inspire Yourself album. And one of my little bros made all of the beats, so every single beat on it is made by one person.
Yeah.
And I was working them. Yo, what's up, bro? We need something new. Let's get it. You feel me? I wrote the song I Want to Try. And that song was like my biggest song, period. But that song was mad wild because there was a whole argument behind the song. Because me and my older brother got to I'm talking about a full-fledged argument. I was on my way somewhere, so I had to like cut off and leave. But basically, I Want to Try wasn't supposed to have a chorus on it.
Okay.
I was gonna rap straight through everything that I really felt. The message that I wanted to get across with that song, I felt like it wasn't enough time in the beat for me to get across unless I did one long verse. My brother like, nah, bro, you gotta put a hook on it, this and this.
Yeah.
It ain't even gotta be crazy. It could be something simple. And we going back and forth about the shit because I don't be too big on people like telling me what to do with the music.
Right.
This is my older brother, the one who taught me how to rap. So it's like he on my ass about the shit.
Yeah.
So now fuck it, I gotta leave. So I jump in my car and I'm driving on the highway and I'm playing a beat and no rap lyrics could come to my mind. The only thing that would come to my mind is I want to try
the hook, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this is wild. So I go in the house. My brother, I'm like, yo, my bad, bro.
Meanwhile, you tight. Meanwhile, you was tight the whole time.
So I go in the house,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, look, my bad, bro. Look, I jumped in the G-Ride. I couldn't come up, like I couldn't think about nothing but this. And I started singing the hook to him. He's going crazy. Like, yo, that's it right there. I'm like, all right, word. You feel me? Then I, you know what I'm saying, I was able to get the lyrics out, you know what I'm saying? And from me having that song, I was able to pinpoint the whole entire album around.
Wow.
But that was the first song from Inspire Yourself that I wrote for Inspire Yourself. The song Hostage was actually written in 2015.
So you went to an archive and you brought it back to a current.
Basically, Hostage is the song that I felt like I wrote. I felt like that was the best song I ever wrote. And I felt that way because the rapper that I look up to, Nas, is my favorite artist. And I originally wrote that song to the one mic beat. Now, in the verses, in the first verse is a story. And within the story, if you listen to the one mic instrumental, it has sound effects in the instrumental. Yeah. I was able to write the story around the sound effects. And when I was done with the first verse, I was like, yo, I did it. I defeated my idol. I basically battled him, if you will. And I'm like, yo, I won. Right. And I'm talking about, it was like a super duper like emotional moment. I done cried and everything about that shit because I really felt like, yo, I got him. Like I'm legendary. Like regardless of what the rest of the world know or whoever know me or anything, music is one of the only places I feel like I'm flawless. Yeah. Like I'm a good dad. I'm a good brother. I'm a good human. I'm a good boyfriend. Whatever. But I'm a great rapper. Right. There's nothing. I don't have a flaw in this shit. And for me, writing Hostage, that was what made me feel it for sure. Because the motherfucker who you thought was flawless, you beat him.
I like that.
And now it's over. So I had to have Lil Bro remake that beat because I wanted to own that song. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's on a mixtape. What was that? I think that's In the Land of Corruption 2. It's on the mixtape. So if you go to my website, you can hear the original version of it with the sound effects and the beats and everything. It was written to one mic. but I had him
do a whole remix. Yeah.
do the whole beat. I ended up looking up the actual samples to one mic and using those same songs to sample the beat to make a beat very similar.
Wow, you really you recreated the entire thing. And honestly, that's like a way of even paying homage, like to your favorite rapper. But then saying it like, I'm gonna pay homage, but I'm gonna let you know that I can slay this just as much as you did. If not,
anything with you and walk.
That's fire. Now, the meaning of the actual name to the album, Inspire Yourself. Now, what was that meaning for you as far as naming it that? Because you could have named it Hostage, you could have named it I Want to Try, you could have named it all those different things, but you named it Inspire Yourself.
So basically, I did an interview years back. It was like 2013 or something. This was when I was on my press run for the album that I have called Kertasy Equipment. I did an interview and they was asking me like, what rappers inspire you? And I couldn't answer the question. It was like, I've never heard a rapper rap something. I was like, damn, yo, that shit made me want to rap.
Right.
Never. Like, I could admire a person's style and rap and stuff like that, but the only music that I ever been inspired by is R&B music. So I've never been actually inspired by rapping. So it's different to, like, you could idolize a rapper or you could even admire their craft, but to actually be inspired, I feel like inspiration is you see something or you hear something and be like, you know what, this makes me want to write.
Yeah.
There's not a rap song in history that I ever heard before that made me want to write. R&B music, I always hear an R&B song and I'm like, damn, the whole put together, this song is so beautiful. It's like, first I get the feeling of, I wish I was a part of this shit.
Yeah.
And then I get the feeling of, I need to go put some
put some things together, right.
And one of my homeboys made it like an issue as if it was like bro, like how you gonna be on the joint saying like nobody like inspired you and I'm like, bro, I get my inspiration to write from the things that I see in my life.
Internally, right.
And it's like, why is that frowned upon for you not to be inspired by yourself? And it's like, fuck that. Like, and that's it. It's more than an album to me. It's a campaign now.
Yeah.
Inspire yourself. Like, you don't have to look out into the rest of the world to
find inspiration. Right.
I feel that shit from you. You could go through an experience and that can inspire you to do something else. Right. You inspired yourself.
And that shows that music has been like a real outlet for you as far as like just all the things that you've ever gone through in life to now just lay it on a track. Obviously that's gonna inspire other people to, you know, to follow that same type of a trade. Like instead of it going based off of, like you said, what the world has going on, you're like, you know what? Put your own life experiences pen to pad. Put your own lyricists in the studio and tell about your own life, because then somebody else could actually relate to something real versus, you know, what the media may show.
Right, but then in the same token, you could actually have like your style or your way of rapping or something like that be an inspiration from somewhere as well. I definitely draw inspiration from Nas, from J. Cole, from Nipsey. Like, it's a few different people who I really fuck with that I would draw inspiration from them style-wise or something like that, like the way you word things or your breathing techniques and stuff like that. But the actual words or the actual outcome of what's going on, you get that from life. You know what I'm saying? So on a deluxe version of the album, which I'm about to release, I have a song called "You Inspire Me," and it's 2 verses on there. And my first verse I'm talking to Nas, and then my second verse I'm talking to Nipsey. You feel me? And now you will get the grasp of, okay, what inspired you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me wanting to get up and want more for myself, that didn't come from me seeing someone else with more. It came from me just wanting it for me. I'm what inspires me. I'm what.
I like that. I like that. Yeah.
So
it's internal. It's more internal than anything.
So that's why on the very first song, the intro of the album, if you will, is called "Be Inspired," and in that verse, you know what I'm saying, my first verse, when I'm rapping my first verse, everything that I say in that first verse is like, I'm letting you know, like, nah, it was me that had to get up and get this shit shaking. Like, when the whole world thought that I couldn't do anything, it was me that had to be like, nah, fuck that, you can do it. So you gotta be...
use your own push.
Gotta be your own push.
I like that. And honestly, and you can tell based off of that type of push and the way that you inspire yourself by, like, the story behind all your visuals. So now, you tell a lot of stories in your visuals. Like, basically, like, not only does the lyricism tell the story itself, but now you put the visual behind the lyrics. Right. So now tell me about some of the ways that you come up with those treatments, and like what is some of the things that you pinpoint in your videos that you make that message come across so clear?
So I'm a person that think ahead a lot of the times. Sometimes it's gonna sound mad crazy to you. Sometimes I think of a video first and then write a song.
Okay.
So I'll write a song to the video. But I had ideas for videos first. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a fly idea. Boom. Let me write a song that can fit that. And then sometimes it's literally just I take the song and I listen to it. I just drive around and listen to that song specifically. And whatever idea comes to my mind, it's like, all right, that's what I can work with. But to be honest with you, just the position that I'm put in is what kept us held back, if you will, creatively, because there's so many more videos and shit that I want to do, that the ideas that I got, but I don't have the means nor the resources to do it. The video that I have in mind to do Hostage, it's so ridiculous.
But the resources,
yeah, like I would need, like especially the first verse though. First verse is like a hostage situation. Like I would really need like a whole task force of police, like SWAT type team shit, motherfucker.
You never know, yeah.
I'm gonna definitely end up getting to it, but once I find those things that I need for certain videos,
right,
then I'll be able to push for them.
And that goes into the investing in yourself when it comes to music. And what are some of the things that I guess we could even tell Jersey, like what is it like being that type of an independent artist, and a lot of the sacrifices that you got to make in the sense of being selective with what you can kind of splurge resources versus like something where you got to really figure that stuff out. It might cost a little bit more. Like what is it about like that type of a sacrifice for you that you could say you've been able to kind of start to feel, pretty much kind of dissect what you know you can do and what you can't do?
Right, man. The thing is, once you know what your means are and you know what type of resources you have and stuff like that, it's something that you never want to go cheap with. It's the same as like household items. Like I would never go cheap with garbage bags, ever. Okay. Because I know for a fact that you lift that motherfucker.
Right.
I don't ever price check on garbage bags. Like I'm going to the best one, the best brand. I'm grabbing out here for how much that shit costs.
Right.
You feel me? So. But it's a lot of other stuff you can do, off-brand foods, fucking, you know what I'm saying, store-brand noodles, whatever. But you ain't never supposed to go cheap on garbage bags. You feel me? With your videos and stuff like that, focus on like your props if needed. Never go cheap on props. Do the best that you possibly could. Videographer, do the best that you possibly could. But also, you gotta do the research on marketing and shit like that, because you can have the best video ever, and it'd be you, your cousin, and your grandmother, the only ones that saw it. So it's like that shit is important too, and it's to the point where you could have the cheapest looking video in the world. You could have a fucking video that's gonna cost you $150. You got the right marketing mind.
Right.
That shit can get $150 views.
Sure can.
So
yeah.
Marketing is something that you definitely don't want to go cheap with at all. But I honestly say quality too. Like, find somebody with a dope ass camera and find somebody that can do marketing.
Definitely.
So even if the video itself, it ain't cinematic or it ain't like the dopest thing in the world, as long as that motherfucker is clear, and you're able to send that to everybody in the world.
That marketing strategy. Yeah, that Jersey, make sure you got good marketing and your quality. That's dope. Now, as far as having so a lot of artists, they could just continue to drop project after project after project. Now, I haven't heard a lot of people do a deluxe version in the indie community. So now, what made you go with now doing and inspire yourself deluxe version instead of like dropping a whole new project with a whole new name, a whole new concept? What made you make that decision?
I got a lot of songs on Inspire Yourself that I believe wholeheartedly, like with everything in me. And for me to still keep things relevant and still going, I prefer to add to a project as opposed to move on from it, because this is my biggest project to date. This is the only thing I've done in life that crossed the 1 million mark. But it's still not enough. It's still not enough people got to this. Not enough people seen this. Not enough people felt this. So in order for me to keep pushing, is these bigger blogs, bigger, you know what I'm saying, magazine companies, different stuff like that, they always want, what's new? So it's like, alright, so I found a person that can get me on these different places and move things around for me, but they want new, and I'm like, alright, I'll give you a deluxe, I'm gonna give you some new songs. I didn't do the deluxe to where though it's the same album, but you added a few songs afterwards. Nah, them shits is blended in. Like, so the whole entire list of songs been rearranged. All of the songs been remastered.
Right.
The cover is completely different.
Completely different than the original.
And then I'm pushing 2 more singles on top of the singles that I have currently released. So I got 2 more singles that's coming. One dropping with the album itself. But to keep everything new, if you will, I'm trying to reach more people with this specific project, with this specific piece of work, because the songs up here that the world needs, and it not being new is not about to hold it back from everybody getting it.
Right. Now, is there a reason behind dropping it on the 21st of March? Like, was there something significant to that date, or was it something that it just made sense to do it in this month coming up?
Originally, it was going to be on the 20th of February, basically on the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounded like a dope idea, whatever, but I prefer to be like knee deep into Women's History Month, with having songs, multiple songs on this project that focus on uplifting women, or, surround those. Like, there's a lot of people that got like the bitches and hoes music, if you will, and I don't. So I got music that's more so uplifting. I got a song on there called Right Now that was on the original project that's still on there, that I'm basically rapping about, like, other women bigging up other women. Like, I like that. That's my thing. Like, if I see a woman that compliments other women, that's the type of woman that I want. Like, you feel me? So I like to see that type of stuff. Go these interludes, speak on how, you uplifting the women and stuff like that. And then I got a song that I'm dropping on the 21st with the video for black women. Strictly
check that out. That visual.
Dedicated. Strictly dedicated to black women. So for me to be an artist and a person, a human, that focuses more on, like, the war against women. Because there's a war against women. You feel me? And I'm a person that's aware of it, and that's a person that's against it. So to drop in Women's History Month, you feel me, for them to have those type of songs and stuff like that, it's just dope.
Very inspirational,
My only fucking grievance with the shit is that I'm a man. Like, I wish that it was a woman that was able to put out, that was putting out this work and doing this in that way. Like, I mean, originally I didn't even want to be in the For Black Women video. Like, I wanted to just be all women. You know what I'm saying? It was my director's idea to be like, nah, like, you gotta be in it. Like, I originally wanted, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, let them have the stage, let them do their thing.
Can we see, with that kind of an emphasis, can we see some remixes with women actually on your tracks?
Yeah, I'm all the way open for that. But last year for Women's History Month, matter of fact, it wasn't last year, it was 2019 when I dropped the album. And then the next month, I had the song Goldie's Interlude, the video dropped with the album. Then the next month, I had set up a Goldie's challenge for only women. Gave them the instrumental, basically let them all freestyle, put them on my platform and everything, and told the winner, like, you know what I'm saying, you get $100, you get some free studio time, video, whatever you need, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And bro, there was some women up there that had bars. And there was a few women who got up there who was singing over it, and I'm like, oh, this shit's all fire. Like, that right there was pretty dope. But I'm all the way down for making music, especially with women. Like,
definitely. So women MCs, and then my boy King Braize, man, definitely. You're looking for that work. Now I want to talk about this clothing, man. This Krown Wear.
Right.
So now tell me. So you have the pandas. You have the panda with the crown on it. Tell me about the meaning behind the logo for it.
So Panda, that's my guy right there. So that's my man. That's Goliath. That's what Pandas are like really spiritual animals. Probably the most spiritual animal. You know what I'm saying? And they got like a common about them, but the exterior is like real raw. You feel what I'm saying? And that's me. That's a person that's, I'm saying, I'm common and I'm spiritual, but my appearance and everything is real raw. You feel what I'm saying? I'm also a king. I'm a Leo, you know what I'm saying? And I follow that to a certain extent. I hold myself to that for forever, that you are a king, you move as a king. Even my kids move as princes and princesses, like they know that, you know what I'm saying? All the way down to like their names. My son and my daughter, Ariel and Masad, and middle names Amira, Almir, both of their names mean
royalty.
It means Lion Prince and Lion Princess.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I embody. Royalty. We as black people, we are gods. You feel me? Royalty as well. You know what I'm saying? And to be spiritual but still have that common effect. Also on the flip side of that same thing, my original, so everybody say Krown, Krown, Krown. You feel me? Krown is actually an acronym for Corruption Runs Our World now. And originally, corruption is my main brand. So what corruption is when you take control of something and you make it your own. And what I would do was I would rap over a lot of different industry beats, and there would be people later on who would hear the song come on the radio and think like, oh, that's Braize song. But then it'd be like somebody else shit, and then they're like, yo, that's crazy. Like, and it's like, yeah, I corrupted that track. I took over that shit. I like that. And the basis for corruption, all of my projects that I have, and I'm at Corruption 1, 2, and 3, I'm wearing ski masks on all of the covers. And at one point in time, ski masks was my thing because corruption has no face. You know what I'm saying? You take any situation that's yours, make it like any situation, and make it your own. You know what I'm saying? And that can be for anybody. So ski mask is corruption has no face. Well, my panda was never a panda itself. It was a grizzly with a white ski mask. You feel me? So. And that was just to show that corruption has no face, and my panda himself was corrupt. Everybody would go, well, that's a panda, that's a panda, that's a panda. But nah, like, I fuck with pandas, that's a panda, yes, but nah, it's really a grizzly bear with a white ski mask.
I just learned so much today. I have to watch Animal Planet now and be like, panda, you have a... So that's dope, bro. I actually appreciate that kind of emphasis on corrupting like those type of tracks, and the fact that you have that personalized to yourself.
But it ain't just me. Like, that's why I said corruption has no face. Every situation, like y'all got this going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as like interviews, stuff like that. But you could change the way that interviews are. You can change the way that it's made. You do however you want to, and that is corruption. That's you making a situation that wasn't originally yours now. And you ain't following nobody rules. You don't follow nobody laws. I was telling somebody that if I want to do something and I can physically do it, then I'm going to do it. It was like hilarious to them because like we get in the car, we leaving like the Wawas, and there's a sign that says no left turn. But when I need to go, it's left. Turn left. They're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, I just physically did it. No limits. No limit. You do whatever the fuck you want, but that's only if you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you also got to be willing to take any type of, you know what I'm saying, anything that come back from that. I have already accepted the consequences for everything. So I do what the fuck I want now, because no matter what, I've already accepted every consequence.
Jersey, you heard it here first, man. King Braize is in the building, man. Telling y'all what it is to inspire yourself, be yourself 24/7. 24/7. Tell them how they can book you, follow you, everything, brother. Go ahead, bang it out.
Everything is King Braize, Braize. So on every platform, everything is King Braize. I got my own website, kingbraize.com. I have my own app. You download the app, King Braize, in the app store. Best way to find me on anything is probably Twitter. I'm fucking tweeting 24/7. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Millennials, we made that shit.
Most definitely.
You feel me? So Twitter is the easiest way to get to me. Instagram, cool. Facebook, you might get ignored. You know what I'm saying? Clubhouse, you might get ignored. I don't really like that platform that much. But
like I said, Jersey, you heard there first, man. King Braize, we are Jersey Magazine. Appreciate you, bro, man, for real. That was good.
We are Jersey. 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 We are Jersey.